Dr. Liska Cooper, Harvard and University of Michigan educated medical author and member of the Nature's Option Medical Advisory Board, explains.
It's so important because death begins in the colon. And a lot of people do not realize that if you do not use a colon cleanser, you can have symptoms as headaches, all types of health problems, because what you get is blockage in the colon. You get a buildup of mucus on the intestinal wall, and also the things that you eat going through digestion, they begin to break down and they begin to petrify or become hardened, and they stay or stick on the intestinal wall.
Nature's Option Colon BioCleanse blends nutrients with herbs to gently and effectively maintain a naturally healthy working colon. So say goodbye to constipation.
Nature's Option BioCleanse is all natural. It has all natural herbs and minerals, and it works.
We highly recommend the Colon BioCleanse with anti-parasitic protection, especially if you've seldom or never had a cleansing and parasitic therapy.
The Colon BioCleanse, everybody has 7 to 25 pounds of fecal material that they don't need. I mean, everybody in the world, and this is a worldwide problem. And people don't even realize, some people don't even realize they have a colon. They just don't talk about it. But I've never taken anything that gave me the energy that this gave me.
Emmanuel Stewart is one of the most respected manager trainers in boxing. He has guided some of the greatest boxers of the 80s and 90s to world championships, including Thomas Hearns, Julio Cesar Chavez, and Evander Holyfield. Emmanuel insists on having Nature's Option in his corner.
I'm 51, and I feel, your entire body feels so much healthier, light and refreshing, and in fact, your overall health is just so much improved that I'm a big believer myself. You can sell something that you believe in.
Dr. Richard Ruel is an alumni of Dartmouth and Harvard Medical Schools, a recognized authority on internal medicine, and member of our advisory board. He explains why Nature's Option BioCleanse is the best option for sluggish or irregular bowel movements.
Food and water both contain parasites and bacteria normally. With normal bowel function, this is not a problem. But if the bowel action is delayed, these things may become pathogenic, may cause disease in themselves. In the process of digestion, obviously begins when you put food in your mouth and chew it. Saliva is added to it, which starts the process of digestion. The food then passes through the swallowing tube into the stomach, where potent acids and enzymes are added to it to help digest the food further. It goes into the small intestine, which is sort of a misnomer because the small intestine is 22 feet long and the large intestine is 5 feet long, but it's called small because it's small in caliber and the large intestine is large in caliber. It takes several hours to pass through the small bowel, then into the large bowel, which we call the colon. The small bowel empties into the colon at this point. The food passes through the colon and eventually out through the rectum. The main purpose of the colon is to concentrate the material by absorbing water, maintaining salt balance, and helping to eliminate toxins that accumulate in the bowel area. After a lifetime of insults to the colon, the good colon from before begins to look like this. One gets wide areas, narrowed areas, wide, narrowed areas. In this fashion, the colon becomes stagnant, and toxins can develop in here which will go out to the liver, the heart, the brain, and the kidneys, and virtually every other organ in the body. It can affect one's general health. In addition to that, it may cause protrusion and bloating of the abdomen, particularly the lower abdomen, which is where the colon primarily is. Again, as a result of this accumulation of fecal matter over a long period of time, different layers of fecal mass develop, as many as 5 layers, the first of which being closest to the bowel wall. The bowel wall produces mucus, and that helps this material to cling to it. And toxic materials and putrefaction of the food matter tends to occur in that area. It may cause inflammation of the bowel wall and subsequently absorbed into the bloodstream. Changing to a high-fiber diet cannot reverse a lifetime history of insults to the colon. The best solution for this, in my opinion, is the Colon BioCleanse by Nature's Option. I've personally used this, have recommended this to my family, to my patients. It will continue to do so.